Shantideva. This is going to be a good class. Hi, party people. Good to see you all. Thank you for coming to Xuanzang's Tower. We love you. We're grateful for you. Thank you for sticking with us for all this time and learning these difficult texts. Today we've got some really nice classes. We've got Geshe Michael broadcasting live with a big crew. I think they're at his house today in Rimrock, where I'm guessing it's really hot, but let's see. And because we're having quite the heat wave here. I don't know how it is in your part of the world. How's it there in New Mexico, Ben?
Maybe getting slightly better. It's hot. It's still generally hot. The desert is hot.
Tis indeed. Yeah. How's it down there? Oh, Sonam's translating. Hey, good. Hot. I can tell her. She's saying hot in English and German and whatever. Anyway, we've got Seiji Arao translating Master Shantideva, and I think they'll be chiming in soon. How's it look, Seiji? Aha!
Ready.
What a mess.
Yeah,
Bodies everywhere.
yeah. We knew it was going to be carnage. You guys holding up okay? You got the AC blasted? Look at Gibson. He's so handsome. There's Jack. Now look at all these wonderful people. I guess they can't hear us. There's some photographer creeping around in the background.
Speaking of creep, hey, that's our fancy cinematographer.
Some photographer. Yes, right. There is a fancy cinematographer in the background.
Thank you. Yeah, we arrived to verse 53.
Okay, I haven't prepared to there, but I'll go with you. Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to
Okay.
make your
Again,
Good morning.
good afternoon.
where's this? Can you guys see us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here.
I feel like somebody's taking a picture of me.
There. If you want to see them, see us. That's what it's. That's
Cool.
what we're Nick, do you have any inspiring words or anything? Or you could have Jaru. You could ask Jaru to say something.
It's too hot for Drew. He's just like, I think I've done my best to warm up the crowd. It's all on you guys now.
Okay. So Seiji's gonna do his homework, I think, right?
Mhm.
Okay. We got a little bit of a space problem here, so.
I can see that. Thanks for opening your home for Xuanzang's Tower, Geshe Michael.
Oh, it's okay. It's too bad I can't do it in the future because it's so crowded.
All right. So I don't know if you'll remember. I think last class we had like 2-3 weeks ago. Who remembers what was? So we went through a description of Master Shantideva, describing the death process and getting into the lower realms, and where it was too late to do anything, basically. So what was the purpose of going through this description?
Perhaps to motivate those of us who are not in hell to try to do something while we can.
Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, so he went into the description of how we're going under, and he said that if you're there, you cannot do anything now, but you cannot do anything then. That's why right now we better take refuge in the teachings and the Bodhisattvas.
Are you guys cool enough? Because I can make it cooler. Give me a vote. If you feel too hot, raise your hand. Well, Seiji
I'm
doesn't
always
feel
too hot.
That's true.
I'm gonna cool it off a little more. Okay. Okay. If you get too cold, let me know. All right. Okay, here we go.
And then he went a little bit into a description of how he takes refuge. Does anyone remember?
Go to the Peachtree Cafe and eat cinnamon rolls.
After that, yeah. So first he offered something. What would that might be? Okay. So he starts by offering himself his body. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. For those of you who didn't hear, Rosa said he's going to take all the suffering in the world. Yes, he starts by offering himself, his body, and practice to the victors, and then begs to protect him. Among the people that, among the victors we mentioned, are gentle voice, perfect goodness, loving eyes, and the exalted essence of the sky. We did this all in the team.
Okay.
And then we finish with the last verse. Can you explain the contrast of how these protectors look to us versus how they might look to our enemies?
When they look at the messengers of the Lord of Death, those messengers flee in terror in every direction.
Wow, perfect. Yes, exactly what the text said. All right. So some vocabulary. Ulparki.
Ulwar. Yeah, Ulwar.
Give offerings?
Yeah, make an offering.
I give up.
This is super easy. Chen receipt.
Loving eyes.
Yeah.
By the way, Ray also means an
Aw.
old rag. And there's a funny translator who insists on translating it as loving rags or something like that.
Rags?
Rag eyes.
Ray also means rags, and he insists it should be translated as rags. Just so you know.
Kept to sub.
Well, literally, it's like request protection, but I guess it's going for refuge.
Right. Well, I put, beg them to protect you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
All right. Let's see.
Now some new sentences.
Yes.
You guys, okay? Comfortable? Not
so
comfortable.
We basically made it till verse 52.
Okay.
And
you're gonna translate it. Do you want to? You finished 52.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know you guys went ahead, so I didn't put in the Sanskrit yet. So we'll just have to deal with that. We'll just have to use the Tibetan for a while. So would you like to read the first verse and then we'll torture other people?
Nenche kieki kale de tani jikpa cheto ne kiela kyapsu chilaki jikpa mutu seltu sol. Yeah,
good. When you used to transgress his word, now see. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Ngunche means
before,
previously. K is the same as Q.
You?
Yeah.
Ka, like conjure.
Word or
word.
Command.
And then Lane Day is the same as Nyang'en Lane Day.
Go beyond.
I went beyond. And so when you disobey a person, it's called Ka Lane Day. You go beyond their word. So, and it's a high honorific. Okay. So in past days, I disobeyed your word. He's talking to his teacher.
Oh, so the Kie is like your word, not
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
in the past, I ignored your direction, talking to his teacher.
Right.
And as opposed to Ngunche, da.
Now,
Yeah, now it scares me poopless. Okay. Jikpa che. What does this jikpa not mean?
destroy,
Yeah, it does not mean destroy. Why?
because it's got a sa suffix.
Has a secondary S, a sa. Okay. If it's spelled with an S at the end, it means to be scared. And if it's spelled without the sa, it means to be destroyed. Okay. So jikpa che tong means and this is an idiom that means I feel great fear. It says I see great fear. But I used to disobey your advices, and now I'm scared poopless to not obey your advices, something like that, which happens late in your life. Okay, now I will ke la kapsuchi.
Take refuge in you.
Yeah, and the lock is really not so necessary. Why did he put it there?
Beats.
He's trying to make meter. Yeah, he needs an extra word in there. So he said, I doeth, goeth to refuge. Continue.
A doth goeth.
Why is this lock interesting to you guys?
Old.
And Geshe.
Yeah, when you say Geshe La, it's lock. And it means your honorable self or something like that. All right. Okay. Yeah, so what? So in depth. I request you to nyurdu,
Quickly.
clear away my jikpa, my fears. What's nyurlam?
A quick pat.
Yeah, it's a famous lamrim by the fifth grade.
Some tricky goats.
Okay, let's go to the next. Let me see your translation. Let me go back and see if we no. Go to 53. Yeah. Now you
We
see.
messed up the pronouns a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. And so I take refuge, asking to dispel is a nice translation of besel. Okay. If you wanted an adjective or a noun, how would you change the spelling of BSAL?
G.
GS. What's the classic example for emptiness? A word for emptiness.
Usel.
So,
The clear light. Okay. Okay. All right. 54. Dun, dun, dun. Now Seiji gets to choose some victim to read.
Oh, I don't think we have space to do it here. Let's do someone online. Oscar.
Oscar.
Ay. Tamil making jigna yang mempengang shinja guna duchakla sogne pagiai yai neki tak tap muchiku.
Nice, Oscar.
Thank you.
Tamil, the word Tamil is very important in the diamond way. Why?
Because you're not supposed to be it.
The worst sin.
Yeah, Tamil Nangshen is so the worst bad deed you could commit in the open teachings is to kill someone. The worst bad deed you can do in the secret teachings is to think everything is just normal. Okay. Look how many other chairs. You can spread this way. Yeah. So Tamil, so here Tamil means everyday world. Okay, Tamil. What's ne? Sickness. Okay. What's jigs we just had?
No.
Yeah, if you're threatened by a normal sickness, you would yeah, what's a member? Yeah. What's the colloquial for member? Empty.
So,
It might have come from MD, I don't know. or maybe it's a Mongolian word, membe ngak. Yeah, shin means, in this case, it means similar, right? But ngak shin means follow the advice.
Mhm.
Do what they say. Jia ge, you'd have to act that way. You should follow the advice. Even in a normal illness, you should follow the advice of the doctor. Okay. But if you have this greater illness called dechat,
Desire.
desire. And then there's a huge debate and a huge 2,000-year misunderstanding that it's wrong to want a new car or to have a house or to build a nice cabin or students to do retreat or something like that. Okay. And so what does this mean? What's this ignorant desire? Yeah. I want to get nice things, not by helping other people, not by planting them. And that's ignorance. That's destructive desire. But to enjoy nice clothes, to enjoy a nice house, to enjoy sitting here together, that's fine. That kind of enjoyment, or you want something nice, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't hurt anybody to get it. Okay. Dechat lasso, etc. Nyepagya.
Lots of problems.
Yeah, like a billion problems. Gya means literally
100.
100, but in scripture it just means a zillion. Okay, like countless. You can say countless. Okay, so if you go, if you get a normal sickness like cancer, you have to go to a doctor. But if you get the great sickness, which is desire, wrong desire, if that this tap is a very interesting word. Tap means to be stricken. Like chak, dechak tap means to whip a horse, to apply a whip to a horse. So here it means the sickness tap you. The sickness struck you. Okay. Tak means our human condition is to be sick all the time. Just sometimes we know it and sometimes we don't. Okay. So you are. So what's Michigu?
Would need mention.
Yeah, if you have to go to a doctor when you get a normal disease, then who needs to mention what you should do when you have this disease called human life?
Okay.
All right, it's kind of cute. Let me look at the translation. If we fear just normal sickness, good. We must seek the advice of a doctor, good. Although I would change the seek to follow. The ja.
Yeah.
You'd have to do what they tell you to do. Because he's kind of on the topic of not listening to your teacher. So if you take the trouble to go to a doctor and you don't listen to what they tell you to do, it's similar to going to a teacher and not following their advice. Okay. So if for a normal sickness, you have to follow the advice of the doctor, who needs to mention that you should always follow the advice of your spiritual doctor when you have the 100 illnesses called desire and etc. Okay.
Yeah, the constant prayers was I had no idea what tak tak meant.
Oh yeah, you should always. Oh, we are always stricken.
Yeah.
We are. There's no time since the day you were born that you were not sick. Just sometimes it was obvious and sometimes it wasn't obvious. Okay. All right. 55.
Right.
Yay, Seiji, not bad. The words are correct. Okay. Who you want to choose to pick on?
Let's see.
Can you guys see the text?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking to the room?
Yeah. There's a very distracting incense here.
Oh, yes.
From famous pizza.
Oh. Terrible.
Being very hard to focus.
Oh, Van Gelse, can you read?
Hi, sorry I couldn't make it there today.
Okay, we'll eat your pizza.
Please do.
No problem.
Hmm.
I was having car issues.
I have to eat it before my wife gets home. Okay.
Dechiki kyang zamling na
Good.
nepe mikun lakche
Yep,
la.
right.
Dedak sowe mention ni choknam kunne ni na.
Good. Okay. And by the way, because the verse ends in na, what can we say about it, Nick or anybody?
Well, there could be an if statement.
It's a question.
Which means we must tie it to the next.
Yeah.
We're only halfway through the thought.
Mm.
It ends with if. Yeah. Okay. That's the first thing you have to think of when you see this verse. One of them, lak means to, lak means to waste in the colloquial sense. You know, the two boxers started fighting in the Olympics and one of them wasted the other. Not just beat them, like wasted them, you know,
Annihilate.
turn them into shreds or something. So bralak,
Mm.
lak means to lose, to be destroyed ignominiously. Okay. And just one of these could lock all the me's in the Zambaling.
People here.
Yeah, all the people on this planet could be destroyed by a single one. Yeah, like a good virus.
Oh.
You know, one good nay from the last verse.
Oh, okay.
One good virus could wipe out humanity. Okay, in the world. And you couldn't find another medicine here means memba is doctor, men is medicine. What do you call medicine, Bruno?
Menla.
La, high tone, men la. So la means lama. By Shajya Guru. So it doesn't mean medicine Buddha, it means medicine guru. Okay, it's men la. Okay, so anyway, you couldn't find another medicine in all the chokes in the world.
All the directions.
Yeah, you could go to every corner of the planet and you wouldn't find such a treatment. Okay, minye, you wouldn't find it. Kune is at all. Okay. So what's he talking about? We don't know till the next verse.
Oh, this was the third verse, so I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'll give you the plane back.
Yeah, I get the plane back. Doesn't Seiji look handsome in this suit? I bet. My wife said, well, I won't tell you what she said. But she was impressed with the suit. I don't know which one is you and which one is me. Oh, this one. So you want to do essay? Doesn't matter, right?
By the way, for those of you who are wondering, we have our the Lux film crew because they're doing a documentary about Geshe Michael and the seed system. So this part.
Yeah, it's a 4-year project that we're working on. They're connected to Netflix, and they promised not to show me in my underwear. Okay. All right. We're at 56. Who's gonna read, Seiji? And
let's see. One second.
Yes. Tela member Tamje can Sungu Tamje Jimbai Jimbai Qatar Miche Sembani Shindu and Timuk ne.
Nice. I don't know how you learn so fast, but I hope you share it with other people someday. Okay. And still we're on the topic that we started with in the first verse, which was kind of, it was a long time ago.
Stricken? The
Listening
disease?
to the doctor.
Mhm.
We're still on this theme of listening to the doctor. So don't forget the theme, okay? So let's suppose your member is Tamje Kimba.
Your doctor is omniscient?
Yeah, and by the way, you got to appreciate a doctor who's omniscient.
Mhm.
And I like to think that you walk into their office and you say, you know, I have a stomach ache. And they say, and they pick up a medicine and they say, wait a second. And they go, okay, take this. In 6 days, you'll feel better because they can see the future. And that kind of doctor would be awesome, who had a direct experience of the future. And then they pick a bottle and they say, no, not this one. This one's good for you. On Tuesday, you're going to be dancing around. I can see it. That would be the perfect. That's how you have to feel about a Buddha or a Lama. Is they no matter how much trouble you have until that day, they know what's going to happen, and you kind of have to trust it. Okay. All right. If you ignored that kind of doctor and refused to take their medicine because it didn't work the second day, you'd be making a extraordinary error. Okay. All right. De la member. Here the member is Tamje Kyemba, and that's a loaded word because it's a doctor. Mr.
Know-it-all.
Know-it-all. Okay. His name is Mr. Know-it-all. Tamje Kyemba. Okay. Sumu means groans of agony. Like, what's that dog's name? Nick's dog.
True.
Charu on a bad day. Yeah, like that. So sungu is an ancient word that like whimpers or groans of agony. Okay. And this Jimba is tricky.
Para más, dile que si te puede compartir.
In Mexico.
This Jimba is tricky. I'll tell you why. If it was spelled with an S, B-Y-I-N, it would mean the opposite of what it means here.
With an owl, it means to pull out or something. Take out, not give.
Good. And Jin means to put in.
Yeah.
So you could easily mistranslate this as the omniscient one fills you full of extraordinary pains.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I've seen everything, trust me. In good books, you know. So Jin means draw out. Njin, say Njin, prenasal with a prenasal. No prenasal to grant extraordinary moans and groans. Njin with a prenasal, suck out the moans and groans. Okay. Take out the moans and groans. Okay. That's a different Jin. Yeah, that's no prefix at all. Yeah. And that one means magic. Kind of cool. So if you samba that I miche the ka of that person.
If you think about.
If you decide
not to do it.
Miche.
Yeah, not to do what they told you.
If there's a person who could see the future and who offers you a medicine, and that medicine would suck out of you every pain you ever could have. And then you decide to miche the ka, to ignore the advice, shinto timo. Super stupid. Shinto timo. And then we have the same me as Sera me. Huh?
Lower.
Nice. Yeah. So there's two ancient divisions of Sera monastery. Sera te, which means the higher, and Sera me means the lower because it's better, because it's the foundation. They were built on a mountain. And then Sera te changed its name to Sera che. and the setter May kept its name May. So May means to put someone down. Okay, to put someone down. So maybe name means condition or situation here. That would be something we could all criticize happily. What if you decided
To ignore.
to ignore the advice of a person who could see every detail of your future for all time? Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, maybe name means wise people would say, "Oh, this guy's a fool." Okay. All right. Who's gonna read next?
All right. Hailing, can you read?
Oh, by the way, there's lots of problems here. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah. This should be, you guys are gonna enjoy this one. This one this is why you pay me, okay? Or you don't pay. Okay. And
Dayang.
hang on, not yet. I gotta fix this thing. It was close though. Okay. Okay.
Dayang Sata Trong Tu Lang Bak Yo
Oh,
Bak.
Oh, it's over. I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm still fixing. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, go ahead.
Dayang Sa Ta Me Trong Tu Lang
Okay.
Ba Cho Na Pa Ya Cô Na Bác Sa Tông Tu Long Wa Yi Yong Ring Yang Sa Mo Chi Ngộ.
Good. Nice, not bad. Okay.
okay, baby.
Okay, baby. Nick, you're not supposed
Sorry.
to talk about Seiji that way.
I thought I was muted. Seiji, don't tell me.
Anybody, what's a Yangsa? Yangsa. We were at a Yangsa about an hour ago.
A ravine.
A ravine. Yeah.
It's a deep, a high cliff. Okay. We want to build a retreat cabin on this Yangsa because the view is so nice. So we're gonna build a retreat cabin there and let my students use it for training for 2-3 weeks at a time. And when you have your breakdown, you just come across the street and watch TV with me. And you go back. Yeah, and then when you're ready, we skip you to South Arizona. Okay, understand? So Dayang, I'm not sure the Da is even correct, but anyway, Yangsa means a cliff or a ravine. Hamel, yeah, a normal cliff, not a spiritual cliff. Okay, an everyday cliff. Chungu means a small one, not a couple 100 feet. All right. You would Bagya.
You would be very careful.
Yeah, this one means careful. You when you get close to the edge, you would choose your steps carefully. So this Bagya, what's the classic example of Bakma?
A new bride who just entered her mother-in-law's house and has to be.
Yeah. So Bakma means a newlywed woman, which in Asia in ancient times was supposed to listen to her mother-in-law for the rest of her life and resent her at the same time. That was called Bakma. And it came to be a word for watching your step around your mother-in-law. So Bakya means watch your step around a Yangsa, around a cliff. You got to walk softly around your mother-in-law, and you got to walk carefully around the cliff. Same thing, right? Bakya, Nepa job, that's how you have to Nepa. You should.
You have to exist, be.
Yeah, you have to stay that way. You have to stay careful. around the edge of a cliff. Good means you have to, okay? You have to stay careful when you're walking on the edge of a cliff. And that's just a short drop. This cliff is about 400 feet or something. So, you know, you would only fall 400 feet. But there are cliffs where you could fall bakse bong. Bakse is Sanskrit is
Sanskrit?
Yep.
Say it again.
What's the Sanskrit for bakse?
Oh, pramana.
No, that's Jepak. This is a measurement.
Yojana.
Oh, yeah,
Yojana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yojana means the ancient mile, and it's 1.5 miles. Okay, so bakte means you know, you can translate it as a mile. You don't get in trouble. Tong 1,000.
1,000.
Which is, you know, suppose you hung 1,000 miles. Yeah, suppose you fell off a cliff that was 1,000 miles high. Okay. Good means
what need
mention?
Yeah, who needs to, needless to say, who needs to mention that you would be in that you would be in that Yangtze Yun Ringo. Yeah, long time to get your ass out of that canyon. Meaning
you fall a long time.
Meaning the lower rocks. Okay? Like you walk careful around the normal cliffside out here, but you don't walk careful how you behave to normal people all day. But the second one can drop you off a cliff that's 1,000 miles deep, and you don't get out of a place like that. It takes a long time to get out of a place like that. That's what he's saying. Cool? No, not cool. Okay. Who's next, Seiji? By the way, I haven't had a chance to look these over, but I got drilled into me since the first day I went to a class. This is the first book I heard.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Hassel, can you do it?
Yes. Okay. Di rincona minchi she. Dewar dukpa rikmayin. Dakni mepar ngurwe du. Deni dunmi sawarchung.
Nice. Very good. That's why you're one of the 3 candidate translators. If one of these guys rolls over, they're clear. Okay.
No pushing us, Hasso.
That's very expensive price to pay.
That could be worth it. Okay, Tiring is an ancient form of Tering.
Today?
Today, yeah. Tering means today. Kona. I mean, right today. Michi. Mishi.
Only today you won't.
Yeah, what's the big worry? I'm not gonna die today. You know, so shame means people talk like that. People say, I don't know why you're so worried about this 1,000-mile cliff. It's not like I'm gonna die this afternoon. Okay, everybody believes that, right? It's not like I'm gonna die this afternoon. So therefore, people dewa duk.
They stay happy.
Yeah, they're fine. They stay, they're pretty happy. Like, it's not like I'm gonna die this afternoon. I'm still okay. No, I had an estate lawyer this morning, you know, and it was so cute. We had a long meeting, and because I want to get all my books. You got to help me with that, Rosa. But anyway, all my book copyrights, and I want to make sure they can be used by everybody. And then he wrote down notes, and then he said, "Is there any event coming up?" And I'm like, "Event?" He said, "You know, is there a reason why you came to the state lawyer just now? You know, and it means that you're gonna die in the next week." I'm like, "Well, I wasn't planning on it, but for now, and he's like, okay, I was just checking. Like, if you knew about something coming out, and I'm like, no, I mean, as far as I know, he's gonna be here for a while, but who knows, right? So you say, Tiring Machi, I'm not gonna die today, tell the estate lawyer, Tiring Machi, I wasn't planning to die this afternoon, but to Dewa Duk, to stay comfortable in that feeling, Rikspa
Doesn't make sense.
Inappropriate.
yeah, it's not logic. It's not logical. Rikspa with the S means logic, right? Clear thinking. I like that translation pretty well. It's not logical to say, it's not logical to feel comfortable because you didn't die this afternoon. It's illogical. Okay, Rikmayan. The do when you will mepar gyur, when
The
you
time when you will no longer exist.
yeah, the day when you will no longer exist. June, it's coming. It's on its way. And then there's a weird word here. Say dun misawa.
Sawa.
Undoubtedly.
Dun means a demon. Sawa means to eat. Dun misawa means beyond the shadow of a doubt. Okay, go figure. Don't know why. Okay. Yeah, it means beyond any reasonable doubt. There will be a day when you are no longer here. So why are you so comfortable? Why are you so relaxed? Okay, cool. No. All right. Who's up next? Seiji?
Great.
Yeah. All right, let's see who we have. Earl, you wanna do it?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, only Nick called me.
Here we go.
His girlfriend's a
Back
good
girl.
Sakla mijuk su yi yin dile jitar jin
Yeah.
dile jitar ngetar she dunmi zawar megir na jitar daki dewar duk.
Nice. Your reading is getting really good.
Thanks,
Must be
Ken.
that New York weather. Who's gonna Jin Mijik to Doc?
Who's gonna take me out? Who's gonna take me out of without fear?
This one's the SB.
Yeah, who's gonna provide me
yeah.
with this?
Yeah, who's gonna give me fearlessness?
Yeah, who can save me? Who can put these fears to rest reasonably? I mean, it's people who do, and it's not reasonable because you die anyway. Who's gonna make me feel better, basically? Who's gonna nepar tawa me from delay?
Certainly liberate me from these.
Yeah, who's gonna get my ass out of this trouble? Delay means from this trouble. Chitar, how? This nge is not NGAS, which would mean me. This nge with the E means definitely. Who can with certainty extract me from this problem of death, right? Who can really help me? She means, you quote, you talk like that. Oh, who's gonna help me? Who's gonna get me out of all that? Then we got that Denmisawa again.
Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I will no longer exist.
Yeah, beyond a shadow of doubt, that kind of person met. There is no person like that.
They ain't coming, they ain't showing up.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. There's no such person, like normal person who can come and help you. So I ask you again, Jita dak yi dewa do. How can you duk there with your yi dewa?
How can you stay happy?
How can you be there all chill?
Yeah, how can you sit there and not be freaking out? Okay, duk in modern colloquial means
Is
Stay.
is
Is, yeah,
in
yeah.
a confirmable way. Okay.
Yeah.
So in colloquial Tibetan, Duk means he's there, I saw it. So if someone says he's here at home, you say Duk, which means, yeah, I know because I was just there. So Duk means direct experience. But in the ancient language, it can mean to sit down. So how can you sit there so smiley if there's nobody who can help you? Okay. And it is an ancient word for sitting. Okay. All right. Nowadays it means is confirmed. What about non-confirmed?
Yore.
Yore, re means I have not confirmed it with my direct.
Nice word.
Cool. Is he at home in Yimbare? I'd say so. But it means sure. Okay. Who's next, Seiji?
Let's see. Oh, Annie Lee, do you want to try? Annie? Guess not. Who else? Riva? Oh, are you translating Rivas? Yes. Oh, Roxana Barbu?
Ooh.
Nunche nyongte shikpale dak la chlakpa chiona dak nitela nunchene lame katang ngelwarche.
Nice. You and Oscar is showing off. All right. This is the first two lines are difficult. Okay. Ngun means what? Ngun.
Yes.
Yeah, before. In colloquial, ngama before. Ngun. Ngun che means in days gone by, in the past. Okay. The things I have known.
Experience.
Yeah. My past experience is shikpa. Past tense of jikpa.
Degenerated, fell apart, ended.
Yeah. It means all my lifetime experiences up to now are, what do you call watered down the stream? They're gone and irrecoverable. Okay, they have gone by. Shikpa, they have already gone by. All the good stuff that ever happened to me in this life is irrecoverably gone by. You can't get it back, and it's gone. And it's zero. It has zero importance. It has no effect. It's gone. It doesn't exist. So that has shikpa. Everything you experienced up till this moment, it's invisibly gone, and you will never see it again. And then the question is, hakbachiya, word for $100.
What is it that remains?
Yeah, how much I got left? I'll give you 99. Just to irritate you. I was in a diamond deal one time, and the guy, I was with an Israeli friend, and we were negotiating against a tough Indian guy. And the negotiation went on for 3 weeks. And then he finally said, I want 1,300,000 and not a penny less. And my Israeli friend said, okay, I guess I'll offer you 1,299,999.99. He said, deal. I'll never forget it. So anyway, how much you got left, Lakpa? Chiya, we don't know, how much is left. How do you say vipassana?
Vipassana, oh, Lakton.
Yeah, vipassana. The vi is lak. A special insight of emptiness, not meditation. Okay. Dakla Lakpachi, we don't know how much we got left. And what went before us irrevocably passed beyond your perception. It might as well be nothing. It is. Okay. So how much you got left? Dagni dela ngunshene. I don't know how much I got left, but I'm still shemba it.
Super attached.
Holding on to it. Yeah.
Super attached to it. I'm still hanging on to it. I don't know if I got 10 minutes left in this life, but I'm still super attached to. By the way, when it's gone, everything's gone. Like this whole beautiful rimrock, there's not one atom of it in your life anymore. You're in a different world, different universe. Everything's black. Nothing. There, you can't take one juniper. What do you call that?
Very.
It gives us allergy. You can't take one atom of juniper allergy pollen with you. Okay, so but you're so attached to however much you have left, and you don't know how much you have left. It might be an hour, it might be half an hour, you don't know. So because you are so comfortable being attached to a future that you don't know is there, you are insanely attached to a future that may not exist. Then because of that attitude, you can gyalwa the ka of your lama.
Go against or contradict?
Yeah, you feel comfortable to go against what your teacher asks you to do because you think you have time. If it was your last hour, you'd be so obedient. Yeah, just to do Geshe. People always write me afterwards. My husband died. I don't know what to do. It's too late. Don't ask me next time. All right. So therefore, we don't follow our teacher's advice because we think we have time left. That's a cause and effect. He's making a cause and effect statement. Because you think you have time left, you don't strictly follow your teacher's advice. Okay. Teachers love to teach this text. All right. That's why we have it. All right. Who's next? Then Sensei.
What do people in the room? Gibson, do you have the text? Yeah, just do it in this direction.
尊者彼堂提醒图，免堂谢法南方内，既不感谢中棍拿，扎堂米扎棍几文。
Nice. Okay. Sun is the opposite of Shiva.
Right.
Yeah, while you're still alive. Can you guys let my boss?
Oh.
She could go to her bedroom. Yeah. She's okay. She's gonna go. We're gonna go to the. She's my back door. Okay. We're good. That's my boss, Ricardo. You gotta respect her. Okay. All right. Sensei means while you're still alive. Okay. While you're still alive. By the way, you can see the root there, soa.
Yeah, to repair, to live.
Yeah, like sojo. The root GSO, to fix or repair or to live, is in this older word called sun, which means to not be dead yet. Okay. So while you're still alive, do you think about this and that, things you got to do, all right? And you have nyans and you have shepas. You have nyan means family, and shepa means acquaintances or friends. You have family and friends, nyan and she. Okay, what's another she? Geshe. But spelled slightly different, maybe. Anyway, no. Geshe, so you have friends and family while you're alive, right? While you're still alive, you have friends and family. But there will come a day when you have to bang. Yeah, you have to leave them behind. And then he puts a number. You have to leave them behind totally. Number one. You're going to have to leave every single one of them. So when you translate, you have to catch the num. Like in English, you might say every single one or something like that. See, you have to be sensitive to those little syllables. Shantideva doesn't use a syllable if he doesn't have a reason to. Okay. By the way, we got 5 more minutes. In 5 minutes, Seiji will take over the class and lead a 15-minute discussion of how do you think you might use this information today in your real life. Okay. So start thinking about that and what you'd like to say, and you can come up and sit next to Seiji. Baby, I mean Seiji. Okay.
Don't remind you. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Nick.
Anytime, baby.
Cheekbone is easy. Cheekbone.
Alone only?
Yeah, you have to go all by yourself. Word, can you look up Geshe for me? I think it means it's extremely rare. I've never seen it. But if I remember, it means on your lonesome, all by yourself. Okay, but I'd like to look it up maybe in DOS or something. Geshe. I think it means by yourself without anybody together.
Great Dictionary says like somewhere or an uncertain place. Just
okay, good.
Yeah,
that's not spelled SHES, right?
No, SHED.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you will have to go somewhere unknown by yourself. That makes sense. Okay, ka means generally where we don't know. If you're gonna have to go there, Qirung here means what's the use of zas and midzas.
Having people that you like and people you don't like.
Yeah, what's the point of dividing the people in your life into people you like and people you don't like if you have to leave every single one behind anyway? And it's a very beautiful advice, you know, for people. If you're not going to die in the next day, you're going to have people you hate and people you love. But if you're going to die in the next day, what's the point? You know, why distinguish between people? Why not love everybody? You know, even if they're irritating in a debate, for example. Never mind. Zada, Mida. Okay, what Kunchirung means, you know, what the hell's the difference? Who cares? Okay. I think we have time for one more, Seiji. Who you want to pick on?
Yay. Jack, since you're looking at it.
Nice.
Tele gitar nge tarshe yensen taktu takini dini
Prenasal. Prenasal for a B is with your lips. Mba. Mba. So it's an M. Yeah, MBA. You can have an MBA. Mba. Yeah, okay. Seiji can translate the first line. Jung means comes. Yeah, suffering comes from
non-virtue.
Yeah, suffering comes from any action which hurts another being. Okay, Jung. How can I ngepar tarwa from that? How can I get certain freedom? Definite that from that. Okay, how can I get out of that? Okay. Well, you could both yin and sen.
Day and night.
Day. You could samba.
Think about.
The following thoughts would be rikspa.
Appropriate, logical?
Appropriate, yeah. And if you bashik these thoughts, only thought these thoughts. 4th chapter, Yoga Sutra, bashikpa.
Kaivalya.
Kaivalya. Okay, Kaivalya means singularity. Okay. Ka-iva. Kaivalya means ka-iva, which means one and only. And it's a state of high realization. But in this book, Bashikpa means this is the singularity thought you should have, meaning you should always just have one thought in your mind. And then the following verses, which Seiji is going to translate for next time. Can you do the next 3 verses? So it's 63, 64, and 65. And then what happens? Let's translate this. This is the Liu second chapter will be completed. We will have finished the second chapter of the Shantideva's text, which is a big deal. What's the name of that chapter? Digpa Shakpa.
Confession of bad deeds.
Confessing bad deeds. The whole chapter is called Confessing Bad Deeds. So if Seiji translate the next 3 verses, we are done with the second chapter, which is a big deal. Every time you finish a chapter in a translation class, you should say a prayer or something, seriously, because you did not die during that chapter. You know, you got to that chapter. You should kind of like have a big pizza party or something. If you get to a chapter of a scripture, it's a big deal. In the monastery, they might give you a couple days off or something. Because it means you had enough virtue to survive the chapter. All right, so I'm going to disappear and Seiji's going to lead a discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to use a chair?
Yeah.
You guys want me to bring it down more? How do you feel? Want to go with it? Oh, somehow I got turned down.
All right. So, very important class today. I think. Well, let's see. Do we have anyone? I have some applications to real life, but I wanted to see if anyone here wants to jump in. If you have any ideas.
Hey, Seiji, it's Ven Cotting.
Oh, hey. How are you, Kat?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
This is also my favorite book of all books I've been exposed to. And what I love about today's class was really getting down to the bottom line. You know, I don't know when I'm going to die. And it doesn't matter who I don't like and who I do like and who I don't even know, you know. Just the importance of loving everybody equally every day. I mean, that's our goal. And so this section of the book, you know, lays it out, man. You could die tomorrow. What difference does it make who you like and who you don't like? You know, love them all.
Yep. Well said. I also like that he went into putting stuff into perspective, right? It's like we have all these fears to fall off a cliff, but you have no idea, like all those things that we're doing that is much worse than that, right? So for me, I really like that it helps us. Today's class helped us to reassess our priorities. Thank you, Venerable Kat, Katting.
And thank you for teaching.
Well, thank Geshe. Please, Irina. Yeah, can you do it a bit louder? Oh yeah, you want to come? Yeah. So that people can hear you. Ah, this is good.
Thank you. This class for me was very interesting and important. We never know what will be the next, a new day or a new life, who knows? That's why we have to not to waste time and not our precious time, you know. It's a value for us, and to not to waste for suffering, to enjoy our life, to be happy, to make people happy, and what else? And to say for our friends, relatives, for our beloved, important words, how we love, our gratefulness. We never know when we meet again and in human body, when we have such opportunity to say for our beloved these important words, do it today, right now. Don't.
I think bomb recently in Ukraine. So she knows what she's.
Yes, we, all of us, didn't plan a pandemic. None of us didn't plan this war, terrible war. So do today. Tell to your relatives, to your beloved, these important words. And Geshe, thank you very much. I'm here in this. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And I'm happy to see you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ina. That's Oh, Bárbara, you, please.
Hola, hola
¿Qué
Seiji.
tal? ¿Cómo estás? Un gusto.
Excelente, muchísimas gracias por enseñar tú y muchísimas gracias a Geshe también. Me voy a aprovechar un maestro en español, un traductor en
Okay,
español.
I want.
My question.
Thank you so much. Estamos aprendiendo con Venerable Gyaltse
We're learning Venerable Gyaltse.
los silogismos.
Oh, about syllogisms.
Yes, and she said, si el dolor es, de todos los seres sintientes si el dolor de todos los seres sintientes es correcto que lo detenga, porque es dolor.
If the pain of all sentient beings, is it correct that I stop that because it's pain?
Porque es dolor. Y dice el maestro Shantideva que tenemos que aprender a verlos como partes de nuestro cuerpo.
And Master Shantideva says we should see them as parts of our body.
Ajá. Entonces, en vista de que no tenemos tiempo porque tu clase nos apura que a lo mejor morimos en la tarde.
And we don't have time because what we learn in this class is that we might die this afternoon.
Ajá. Me urge experimentar la bodichita real.
I am in great hurry to experience a real bodhicitta.
Ajá. Me gustaría saber si en ese momento los voy a ver como si ellos fueran mis emanaciones, mis nirmanakayas.
I would like to see if I will see them as my emanations or nirmanakayas.
Y si en ese momento en que tenga el lactón,
In that moment where I get the lactone,
voy a ver mi cuerpo que es ahora
and I'll see my body that is now like a pen.
como la flor que nos enseñó Geshe en el ángel del que vio el Buda le estaba enseñando las partes de la rosa.
Oh, that the Buddha saw the flower in the angel's hand that the Buddha saw and was teaching the different parts.
Yo quiero saber si estas personas que están sufriendo ahora, que yo voy a ver en la bodichita.
I would like to see if all these people that are currently suffering, they'll see when they have the direct experience of bodhicitta.
Los voy a ver así como él decía que teníamos que ver la flor.
Oh, I wonder if I'll see them as he was describing that we have to see the flower.
Por favor, si quisiera orientarme. Gracias.
Oh, if you can guide me, I think that's a question for Geshe. Eh? No, she did not, but she's asking the question. I wasn't in that retreat, so I don't think I'm the right person to.
Show the flower when you were reading the garden. She's referring to that story.
Creo que es una pregunta para Geshe.
Pero está ahí. No sé. Sí, sí se puede.
Chico dijo que después, later he'll answer.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Gracias, Bárbara. Gusto verte.
Igualmente.
Awesome. Anyone else has? Rob, please.
Thanks, baby.
Oh, that's a thing. Okay.
We'll see if I can get through it. So, um, I've had this. I was telling a friend when my dad was dying. My brother kept saying, "Should I come out?" And I don't want to put people in. I don't like to have to make decisions for people. I want them to come to their own place. I think a lot, and in my heart, of course, I'd flown 3,000 miles to go be my dad because I knew he was dying. And I knew that that was the most important thing for me to do. And so I was like, well, I don't know. But finally I just said, maybe you should come. And so I find myself in these positions a lot when I think about having to think about death, my own death, and then, the people around me as well. And so it's one thing to, both my parents are dead now. And so I'm in like a unique situation where I have this sort of freedom right now. And so there's a lot of doctor's appointments these days that we go to. And so I'm thinking about this question all the time. But now I'm thinking about not only my own, but somebody else's health and life. And I want to sometimes tell people like, hey, we don't have a lot of time, Jacqueline last night about this, like my biggest fear, not my biggest fear, but like it was about Geshe Michael. And, that time is short. And I've had a lot of time with him, like my whole adult life, pretty much since I've been about 29 and I'm like 57 now. And I'm like spoiled because I've had a lot of time, one-on-one time. And so trying to get the most out of every single thing that we have, the opportunities we have here. And it's not just here, I meant like wherever you are in the world right now, and your teachers, really putting that into perspective and thinking, I don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time. What can I do to prioritize the most important things to do? And so my brain is just constantly in that space. And we were in San Diego, and because my brain is there, we were sitting on the beach, and Veronica got up to go for a walk, and she had this cloth shawl, and the wind was blowing. There's like surfers and beach people everywhere, and then this like blonde lady just stands up in the middle of it, and this beautiful like wing of shawl just started flowing, and then she turned and like went that way, and then suddenly I felt like I was in a different reality. And I think it's also forced me to sort of be in this beautiful presence of people who are just extraordinary. And I had this moment, I just thought, oh my God, this is just amazing. And I looked at Geshe and I was like, she always been like this? And he's like, the day I met her, she just sort of went off into the sunset. And it was like this. So it has this, I'm not trying to be morbid. I think it also has this opposite effect of you really can be in this space of super appreciating the people that we have around us and stuff. So especially the Sangha here, and wherever you are. So that's really all I wanted to say. Thanks, babe.
Thank you. Let's not let that become a habit. All right. I'm baby. All right. So, yeah, I think we all went around the same topic, and I agree. I think for me, what struck me the most is this made me remember one of the lamb rooms a long time ago, I think in Mexico, where Geshe was describing, the author was describing how often we get a chance like this just to be alive and as we are now and being able to study Dharma. If I remember correctly, he gave an analogy of a blind turtle that comes up to breathe every 100 years. What are the odds of a turtle like that in the Pacific Ocean that only comes every 100 years to, as it goes to take a breath, for its head to poke in lifeguard, beginner 2, life ring. And so because Master Shantideva was doing that almost in every verse, right? It's like we get afraid of even death, but it's much worse than that. It's like death and waiting for a long time. So I think it's a big wake-up call to lose ourselves and our loved ones. And it's I think very this class is very, very I don't know, it opens your eyes. Yes, cool. I think it's time for hassle.
There's a place here. I don't think, just go up one by one. Because this is the time when we.
Can you repeat?
What did Geshe say?
Yeah.
Nothing about pizza.
Go get pizza.
Go get pizza. Which don't.
No. Okay, I was curious as well what those last verses say. Maybe later. But yeah, actually, I was paying attention to the pizza there. It's like a beautiful setting. I was so glad to see you all there at Geshe-la's place. And I noticed the pizzas to the side and all the drinks, the flowers, very beautiful setting. Yay! Rob Haggerty Jr., Sugeng Olga, many more friends there. Hello, everyone. Soon, hopefully, I'll be there and we'll eat pizza together. For now, I just have the news for you, and I would like to share some of them before we move on to our special interview of the day. Okay, this is it. As you know, and as a reminder, Rosa Van Griegen has been working very hard with Diamond Cutter Press, and she released the 25th anniversary edition of this wonderful book, The Garden. So if you're thinking on a birthday present, Christmas present, Halloween present, whatever present, I think this is like a great, great idea. You could check it out. You can follow the QR code and order one. I think this book is beautiful. Yeah, and it's full of wisdom. It's very accessible. It's very accurate. It's very magical. It's strongly, strongly, strongly recommended. So as a reminder, next picture, please. To let you know as well that today on September 9th, the innovation retreats are beginning, and they're gonna keep going this series of teachings until the 13th. Some classes are gonna be taught by Geshe Michael. Some classes are gonna be taught, I'm guessing, by our dear friend Stanley Chen. And it's happening. They started today. Next picture, please. Also, as a reminder that our friends Gail Dutch and Beth Greer, they are teaching this wonderful course in perception and logic and deduction. Their next class is going to be on Thursday. So if you are interested, maybe talk to them, just reach out and see if you can join. I think their classes are going to be very, very amazing. They already taught 3 classes. If I am correct, Thursday is going to be class number 4. Next, please. And in October, in the 6th of October, Diamond Mountain is opening their doors for all of you who may want to participate into a pre-retreat courses, because then on the 12th, Geshe Michael is going to be there teaching about emptiness, deep, deep teachings about emptiness, and deep, deep teachings about how to have overall good ultimate health that transcends this world. So practices on how to preserve health beyond this world and how to really understand emptiness are going to be taught in Diamond Mountain. So you can maybe go back one slide, please. You can go to this pre-retreat when you're going to get all the introduction on how to engage in some of these practices. And now, next slide, please. Yes, with Geshe Michael from the October 11th to the 20th, this retreat on this emptiness and health practices. And just as a reminder that in November, it's coming up the 4th chapter of the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. That's going to happen in Sedona, at the Sedona College. Many friends have been telling me they are getting ready to go. So yeah, if you are interested, they usually are super, super fun live there in the room. But of course, you're going to be able to join online as well. But if you can come live, it's wonderful. I always have so much fun when it's live. So next picture, please. Yes, and just to remind you that next Saturday, we're going to have the interview with Rachel Webb, one of the co-directors of the Three Jules, about their now worldly famous meditation teacher training. Those are basically the news for today, but we have a special interview of a very, very cool project, DSEU, the new university that it's already having their 2nd anniversary. And for that, just before it's okay. But before the pictures, I was about to invite Edmond, that today is here with us, to have a talk about the very special sessions they are about to have and what's the dynamic it's going to happen.
Hey,
hello, Edmond.
Hi, Juan. How are you?
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm now in Kyoto. Actually, we have been quite some of a visit tour, and now we are now preparing for our anniversary event. And of course, as you mentioned before, did everybody know what is our anniversary for our DSU? It is on September 26th. So please make sure you mark the days, because we will have a great event there on that day. Actually, now it is our time flies. Actually, it's our 2nd anniversary already. In these 2 years, there is lots of things have happened. We have our EMBAs and MBA classes. We buy our own land, and we have a lot of international tours. We visit Sedona. We have classes in Kyoto. We invite many guest speakers to our students as well. And then because it's quite such an interesting and important event, so before September 26th, actually we have arranged our students to have sharing for what they have learned in their past two years. For example, actually it is a series of live broadcasts. We invited 4 students from each time to share what they have learned. Actually, we have already finished 2 rounds, and the last round will be happened in this Saturday. Let me show the PPT. Yeah, and then and our last series of broadcasts will be on September 14th, which we have 4 students to share what have they learned. Actually, in our previous few learns, people are quite excited for hear their sharing, because it's quite different as compared with some DCI courses or any others courses in the worldwide organization, because we're talking about how to mix the business together with the Asian classics philosophy, and then students can share what they have learned from, for example, from the professor in the business school, and also from Geshe Michael for the same class. This is quite interesting topic. So this is what we are going to do before the anniversary. And of course, more importantly, on the September 26th, we will have our anniversary event on 2 days, for 2 days. The first day will be September 26th, and then the second one will be September 27th, Arizona time. And during this anniversary event, we will have our special lectures. And then also we will have some open classes. These open classes are actually real EMBA and MBA classes by Geshe Michael, and also Xiaoping will also give a speech as well. Of course, we will, as the last time when we visit Sedona, we will also have a big party and big ceremonies. So please make sure here are the QR code. We have, if you are in China, you can scan the WeChat. Yeah, we will announce the latest news, how you enroll the events in the WeChat group to make sure you get the latest news. If you are using Telegram, you can scan the next QR code. Yeah.
Very well. I have a question about September 14th.
Yeah.
Well, first I have another question. Is that soon, you say you are in Kyoto right now.
Yeah.
But if I'm correct, you will be coming to United States soon?
Yeah. Actually, our team will be come to Sedona on September 16th. And then, of course, there are many for the preparation of our anniversary event, because we are going to organize, we have our students will have classes in Sedona, and then follow after that, we will go to Princeton and also New York. There was a very long trip, and there will be a very interesting trip, because we will visit the school and also the place that Geshe Michael have studied, and also have their diamond business.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful, wonderful trip. And
Yeah.
hopefully, if everything goes well, I will have the fortune to see you there in Sedona.
Yeah, definitely.
But then the other question is, so on the 14th, it's going to be a presentation run by many of the students.
Yeah.
They are going to be sharing what they have learned in these 2 years of training, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct. Actually, when we have a debriefing preparation, I have asked the student to pick up what they learn most. What is the most valuable thing he or she learned in the past 2 years? So all of the contents are very condensed and very useful. I believe will be very interesting for the audience as well.
Yes, I believe so too. And I have had the great fortune of attending a few of the classes, especially in Kyoto.
Yeah.
And I think the content is really, really amazing. And I'm so happy to hear this time people is welcome to join this session. So I think it's really, really worth it. Can we show the QR code one more time?
Yes.
Please. And if you have the chance, really try to come, because the content is amazing. It's really deep, and it's very practical, both at the same time. So that's going to be on September 14th. And then on September, it depends where you are. If you are in Asia, I think it's September 26th. But because of the time, if you are the other way around, sorry. If you are in Arizona, it's the 26th. If you are in Asia, it's the 27th.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we have some friends who have birthdays on those days. I think it's Jack's birthday or Nicholas Shaw's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be fun as well. So some birthdays happening there. But yeah, okay. And these classes, my question is, these classes are gonna be taught by Geshe Michael, Xiaoping, and Stanley Chen.
Yeah. Actually, basically, we will have 2 open classes. One of the topic is about entrepreneurship and innovation, and the other one will be emotional management. Actually, these 2 classes are actually the real EMBA classes taught by Geshe Michael. I think people might curious that because people heard about Geshe Michael talk about the classes a lot. He taught about for example, the DCI a lot. But if you want to hear Geshe Michael to teach the business class, you have to come to the DSU open class. You definitely don't want to miss it. Yeah.
Perfect. And that sounds very exciting. So if people want to join, is it enough just to follow the QR codes and they can follow the steps to join?
Yeah, the the group, we will share the latest information about the two events, and you will also hear about some latest news about DSU. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So these are great news, and I'm excited to see the content of the class. Thank you for coming with us today, Edmond, and hopefully as well, I'll see you there live in Sedona.
Yeah. See you soon, Sedona. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
best wishes over there.
Bye.
See you soon. Thank you so much. And that's it. So you know you can follow the QR code, sign up. Really, the content of DSU is wonderful. I really strongly recommend it. The little I've been able to how to say, attend, amazing. So that's it for today. And again, if everything goes well, see you again on Saturday. Now we're gonna get ready to go to next class with Mr. Doctor, real doctor, I mean medicine doctor, and also philosophy and other doctorate kind of, well, I don't know that, wordsmith.